Right then, I want to speak next about the debut, and full debut anyway, of course, after a couple of sub appearances for Jarell Quansah. Throw in Jay again. He's probably known for a while. We never.
Yeah.
The Liverpool manager and the Liverpool management team did a really good job of getting everyone to believe Ibou Konate was ready to go.
Yeah.
Trains twice. The manager says in the press conference Ibou's back. He's trained a couple of times. For whatever reason, they've decided, obviously, they didn't want to risk Konate, and in the end, ends justified the means, I suppose. So Quansah comes in, first start, away from home, Wolves, all that kind of stuff. Liverpool having a rocky spell.
Yeah.
Not much I don't think you can really put too much blame on him for a goal.
No.
I thought he was outstanding. I thought he had a really strong game. I think Cunha makes a bad miss, don't get me wrong, but I think the fact that Quansah just about, puts him off.
I think his jump probably just disturbs
a little bit.
A
couple of times where he's in the right place at the right time, a couple of counter-attack stop, looked confident on the ball. Like, I can see now, I was a bit like, why have we let Nat Phillips leave?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Quansah might be forced into games. He might be playing Europa League. Is he ready? On the basis of that, he's more than ready. He looked like a really good Liverpool centre-half there in his first start.
So looked so mature. I was worried before the game because I thought we've got no... If I was an 18-year-old centre... Is he 18, is he? Or is he 19?
A bit older than I think.
I'd want to do like a proper, workhorse DM in front of me, which he didn't have.
He's 20, by the way, just
20, yeah. I thought he barely put a foot wrong. I thought some of his playing out from the back was really good. Never looked overawed. I think, I was saying about Phillips going, like, we had this a bit last year with Bajcetic, like, what, you're going to throw some kid in? And it's like, Aaron, he's actually good. He's really good. They might have pulled another one out the fire here with Quansah, because until you see them, I mean, we've had some especially centre-backs in League Cup games and that down the years where you think, they don't look a Liverpool player, but he certainly does. Brilliant. I don't know, possibly my man of the match. Or I think given the context of, it can be a bit of a bear pit, Molineux, and like he could have shrunk, but he didn't. He was absolutely the opposite for him. So I don't know, 8.5 maybe, something like that.
I agree, and I like I say, it can be easy sometimes to just forget. Like, he'll have been nervous. He hasn't got Virgil van Dijk next to him with all due. He's got Matip's a fine player, don't get me wrong, you're right. There's no defensive midfielder. Liverpool are behind early. There's every excuse to wilt there and feel a little bit sheepish. And I mentioned before, like, one of the things I have with Joe Gomez, is that if he starts poorly or things go wrong, he never feels like he quite gets settled. Quansah maintained his composure right till the end. When he obviously goes off injured or cramp, whatever it is, we'll find out. Hopefully it's not too serious. I think he deserves a start on Thursday if he's fit enough in the Europa League, and by all means he can play in that competition. For me, it's the composure is key. That's a tough game. Like, again, Liverpool against it, the weather's shite, it's 12:30, you're away from home, blah blah blah, every single thing you can think of, and yet he looked calm, he looked cool, he was happy to take the ball. There was a couple of times when there was no pass on and he was literally rolling it to himself, just waiting. There was no think, I'm the new lad, I'll just give it to one of you. He was like, no, he was all right. And then when I think there was a counter-attack second half when he got his head to it, I was like, that's the reading of the game you want. Because if it's not for that, it's a one-on-one chance, and he gets his body position perfect. I think there's who knows what Jarell Quansah's career might be. He might play 300 games for Liverpool, he might play 10, who knows. But as starts go for centre-backs, it's not meant to often go that well. And there will be ups and downs, of course there will. But I think as a starting base for your Liverpool career, that's a really good place to go from. And I think it settles everyone's nerves of, well, if he's fifth choice, that's fine. I
think first half, there were times when he looked like he was the most experienced player in the back line, bearing in mind
what's going on here?
Andy Robertson and, Matip's 31 or whatever, a lot of experience, a lot of Liverpool appearances in that back line. He could have been forgiven for, well, he wouldn't have been forgiven if we'd have been 2 or 3-0 down and he'd started having a nightmare. Then it would have been a disaster for us. But no, he kept his head. He did. Second half, like you say, there were one or two where I thought, is he gonna get? Has he made a mistake? Has he overcommitted there? But he just got his head on it, or got a flick on it. Flicked it back into Soboslai or flicked it out of play or whatever. So very, very impressed with him.
I'm going to give him his 9, I think.
Let's give him a 9.
9 for Jarell Quansah. Congratulations on your first start, my friend. Like I say, like Jamie said before, the best thing to come out of Warrington for a long, long time.